Hey, shit.
Couch Guy Sports Podcast, episode number 231. Nick Quaglia, Jared Scali. We have a good amount to talk about. We unfortunately only have 32 minutes. We had a little conversation beforehand, so we weren't able to fit in the entire show. Me and Jared really only talk face to face once a week, and it's via this. So we got a lot of catching up to do.
Oh, we caught up on some stuff. That's for sure.
Right. We caught up on some stuff. Now, we've got a list of things to talk about. Henry Ruggs and that terrible, terrible news.
Idiot.
Aaron Rodgers.
Even more of an idiot. That's a lie. It's not worse, but still.
No, definitely not worse, but dumb. Odell Beckham Jr., is he going to be a New England Patriot? That's a possibility. And then we got the Patriots, and then we got the... You know what? We can also talk a little bit of Red Sox. We can talk about Celtics too, because we can definitely fit all of this in. Guys, the show powered by our friends over at MANSCAPED.com. Use promo code CouchGuy20 at MANSCAPED.com for 20% off with free shipping. And also go to ShockedEnergy.com, the CouchGuySports.com sponsor. ShockedEnergy.com. Use promo code CGSN for 10% off of your purchase. All right, so what do you want to talk about first? You want to talk about Aaron Rodgers, or do you want to get Henry Ruggs taken care of?
Get Henry Ruggs taking care of that boob.
Yeah, so that's fresh on our mind. So actually, over the weekend, I was in Vegas. So I was in Vegas when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
Henry Ruggs driving 157 miles an hour. Was it in a Corvette? I keep screwing it up. Is it a Corvette or a Camaro? A Corvette.
It was a Corvette.
Was it a Corvette?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Well, he was driving a fast car.
It was a very fast car at a very fast miles per hour.
Stupid, drunk, double the blood alcohol content limit. Incredibly sad news, especially for the family, man, especially for the family of the affected victim.
Mm-hmm.
Henry Ruggs, Raiders' second-year wide receiver, I believe, right? Second year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Crashes and kills a woman while he's drunk, driving his car 157 miles an hour. I believe it was 127 miles an hour on impact.
Yep.
Let me tell you this. And I saw some tweet that's going viral that was like basically saying everybody drives drunk. First of all, that's not true.
Not true at all.
In 2021, Jared, we have not one, but two major ways to transport yourself from point A to point B when you're drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And not only that, if you want to count taxis, you've got a third option. But nobody really uses taxis.
What are taxis?
Yeah.
What are taxis?
Nobody really uses taxis anymore. So the excuse to drive drunk at this day and age is fucking, it's not existing.
Especially when you're in a city like that.
Right, where there's Ubers plentiful.
Ubers or Lyfts plentiful. And who you are, like, come on.
Especially when you have that much money. Like, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to worry about the amount that it costs at all.
You pay for the Uber X to drive your ass home because it'll get you there faster, and you're Henry Ruggs. You can do whatever you want because you have the money. Great. Why are you driving drunk? What's the point?
So Henry Ruggs crashes his car, again, 127 miles an hour on impact, 157 miles an hour. And I heard the Pat McAfee show talking about this too. One of my favorite programs. Love the Pat McAfee show. They were talking about how they know multiple people in Vegas, and just to get to that speed on that street where that happened is incredibly tough to do. So this guy, Henry Ruggs, obviously flying. He's already been cut by the Raiders. Frankly, I mean, let's be honest. He should go to prison.
I think it was like 2 to 20 years.
2 to 20 years in the state of Nevada.
If he's convicted.
Right.
Yeah.
Which, it's a tricky situation to say that he's definitely going to go to jail because he's technically a celebrity, right? He's an NFL football player.
He's not going to go to jail.
I'm worried that he's not going to go to jail, but he should go to jail.
He's not going to go to jail, and he'll be on a football team next year. Guarantee it.
And that sucks, man. Like, that sucks.
If that's... Well, look what Ray Rice back in the day.
Ray
never
Lewis.
went to jail.
Oh, Ray Rice.
Ray Rice too. Remember with the whole
No.
domestic violence?
Oh yeah,
and
Ray
sending
Lewis.
his
We
wife
don't know.
And the Ray Lewis didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Like these guys, it's unfortunate because you're right. Like he should go to jail.
This is slightly different circumstances.
If it was any one of us,
we'd be in jail.
We'd be in jail. So he should go to jail, but he won't, and he'll be on a football team next year. The Browns will come calling.
And unfortunately, it honestly probably will be the Browns.
I mean,
it sucks, man, and it's terrible for the family. It's awful for the family. Like I couldn't imagine something like this happening to somebody that I love, and it just sucks to have something just so avoidable happen like this. Like you're stupid. You're fucking dumb to do something like this. This is why, and this doesn't help, by the way, the argument, and granted, this could have happened in any city, but you remember when they started putting pro sports teams in Las Vegas, like the Golden Knights and now the NFL, now the Raiders, when they put teams there, they were concerned about young players in Las Vegas.
That was the big concern. Yep.
22, right? 22 years old?
I think so. I think
22, 23, Henry Ruggs in Las Vegas driving 157 miles an hour, killed somebody.
Right? Legal drinker with a crap ton of money on a bye week, right? Because
on a bye week.
Yeah. So like, what else is this kid gonna do? He's gonna go out and party. And he's gonna drive his really expensive car to the strip and get drunk.
With a loaded gun in the car too.
Yeah, they found a loaded gun in the car.
Yeah. I mean,
I will say one thing I did learn is like Derek Carr is a really good human being, right? Like
Derek Carr's video, it's going.
Derek Carr's video talking about like, obviously they don't condone what he did, but like Henry Ruggs is going to need someone to love him right now just because of what he's going through, right? And when you're that drunk, you don't know what you're doing. Not to defend it by any means. Not to defend it by any means. But
there's no defense for this.
But when you sober up and realize what you did, like, and the whole world's against you, there's depression that all can sit in. Like, Derek Carr is going to be a friend, right? That's a good dude. But like, there's no defense for this. This is completely BS. And and it's just like you turn into what he did, and it's like just avoidable. But then this is the downside of having, again, young superstars. I don't really credit him as a superstar, but a young football player.
He was on his way.
He was on his way. And this derailed his entire life because he just went out to party in Vegas on his bye weekend.
Yeah. It's an incredibly sad situation. I would think more things are going to unfold as we go. But I mean, maybe not. I mean, he's off the team now. Now we basically just see, I think, if he goes to prison. Yeah, they only set the bail like $150K, which was nuts. $150,000. Yeah.
They could have set that so much higher.
Yeah. An incredibly difficult situation. It's super sad for the family, but
he should go to prison.
He absolutely should go to prison.
100% should go to prison.
If he doesn't go to prison, that's a fucking bad look. That's a bad look.
Yeah, it's a terrible look.
All right.
Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers. Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers real quick. Aaron Rodgers. So back in August, he's asked, "Hey, are you vaccinated, Aaron?" He goes, I'm immunized.
I'm immunized.
I'm immunized. So everybody, okay, you take that. You're asked the question, "Are you vaccinated?" He says, "I'm immunized." Okay, great. So he's vaccinated. Turns out, as we found out this week,
nope,
he's not vaccinated.
Nope, someone lied.
He is not vaccinated. So Aaron Rodgers has COVID. And he not only does he have COVID, he is screwing up one of the marquee games of the year. Mm-hmm. Packers, Chiefs.
I mean, Chiefs would have got blown out. It's gonna be a better game now because he's not playing.
But they still have that aura.
Yeah, but the Chiefs aren't right.
The Chiefs are not right at all. We can talk about that too. Chiefs lost me some money when I was in Vegas this past weekend.
Well, you're an idiot for betting on the Chiefs. Just saying.
Damn, dude, I'm stupid. And you know what? I knew it too. I was like Giants plus 10.5. And I was like, you know what? Maybe this is the week.
The way the Chiefs have been playing, that's an easy Chiefs bet.
I was like
Giants bet.
Maybe this is the week. And you know what? So I was in Las Vegas this weekend.
Somewhere you can legally bet in Las Vegas, not Massachusetts.
Which was incredible. Massachusetts, what are you doing? I went to the sports book. They gave me 2 free drink tickets. I downloaded the MGM app, the Bet MGM app, because I stayed at the Aria Hotel, which is an MGM hotel. And I was in there. That's where I watched the Patriots game. They had me download the app. They gave me some free drink tickets for doing that.
Do they even? And this is a curiosity question, and we're totally derailing this conversation. But do they at sportsbooks now in Vegas let you hard ticket bet anymore? Or is it all on?
Oh yeah, yeah,
so you
yeah.
Can still go to a window and throw some wagers down.
Not a window. It's booths. It's they're kind of like ATM looking machines.
It's like a Concourse. It's like a machine. Yeah.
But
you can still get a hard ticket.
Yeah. So the only bet that I actually got a hard ticket for this year or this past weekend was the Patriots game, and we're going to talk about that too. So
they won me some money this weekend. Go Patriots.
Me too. They saved my ass this weekend. Let me
tell you.
Go
Patriots, baby.
Yeah. So I mean, I got this Chiefs ticket -10.5. I was like, maybe this is the week they turn it on. They're playing the Giants. The Giants suck at football. I went and saw David Copperfield, which is a cool show. It was cool just to see David Copperfield. I opened up the app after the show. What the fuck? What happened?
Yeah, you were an idiot. You should have never bet on the Chiefs right now. Just ignore the Chiefs. They're not even here.
Yeah, I was
like Aaron Rodgers. He's not there either. He's gone.
So anyway, Aaron Rodgers, man. I mean,
can you suspend him for this? They should be, right? Like,
they won't though. That's the thing. It's kind of like them suspending Aaron Rodgers here would be like, or I'm thinking of it the same way as Patrick Mahomes clearly being concussed last week, and them just saying, "Oh no, he was fine." He was.
Yeah. What do you mean he's
concussed? Yeah. No, he passed concussion protocol. Are you sure?
Are you sure about that?
Are you sure? Because he looked knocked out when he was on the ground.
He looked like he was seeing stars. But he passed? Okay.
So you better believe that when Aaron Rodgers comes back, when he's done with this 10-day window, because he has COVID and he's unvaccinated, when he's done with this 10-day window, missing this week's game, could miss next week's game, depending, I think, on positive tests, non-positive tests.
He has to be out at least 10 days regardless.
Right.
And you have to show the negative tests, but you minimum have to be out 10 days because you're not vaccinated.
Right. Exactly.
If he was vaccinated, like he told us he was, 2 negative tests within 48, like 24 hours.
He could play this week.
As long as you provide 2 negative tests, you're good.
Yeah.
So he would have played this weekend probably, or could have played this weekend if he provided the negative tests. Doesn't matter though, because he lied.
He lied, and that's what I mean though. Like should he be suspended? Yeah, probably. Is he going to be suspended? No chance. No chance. He's a golden boy in this league.
And look about next year. Like after this year, he's going to be a real golden boy because he's going to go wherever he wants. He's not going to
shake up the league.
He's going to shake up the league, and people are going to watch even more because you're going to go, oh my God, Aaron Rodgers is a Miami Dolphin, or he's a Denver Bronco,
a Pittsburgh Steeler,
right? One of those three, probably Denver. But like, you're going to watch that team even more, and it's going to have even higher ratings.
Right.
It's going to go to the AFC, it sounds like, but what we're talking about. So it shifts up the AFC, which kind of sucks.
And just the fact that he lied about this, and here's the thing, he didn't necessarily lie, but he misled, like very obviously and clearly misled.
He said he was vaccinated. He never got
He said he was immunized.
He said he was immunized, sorry.
Which I guarantee is going to be his defense. He hasn't spoken yet on it, has he?
I don't know. I don't see anything.
I don't think he has. Yeah. He said in August, they asked, are you vaccinated? He said, I'm immunized. So he didn't say he was vaccinated, but he said he was immunized, which to us people, when you hear that, you're like, okay, he's vaccinated. That was the question. He didn't say no. He said he was immunized. And, Aaron Rodgers is also kind of pretentious too. So like he would use that kind of a word to describe vaccinated instead of just saying yes or no.
I am immunized.
So, I mean,
his just wife's good looking though.
Are they married?
Oh yeah. Didn't they get married? Or are they just engaged?
I think they're just engaged.
Okay.
Whatever.
Well, then I'll change. She's way too good for him.
Listen, I really don't hate Aaron Rodgers as much as most people do, but a lot of people do. But I do like the pretentious stuff, like something like this. Like just say you're vaccinated or unvaccinated. If I ask you a question, just say yes or no. Are you vaccinated? Yes or no?
No, I don't hate Aaron Rodgers. I will hate Aaron Rodgers for lying if it gets to a point where he tests positive and like misses the Super Bowl, just because I have money on the Packers to win the Super Bowl.
You have money on the Packers?
Fuck yeah, I do.
They
last dance, baby.
They choke every postseason.
Him and Devontae Adams going out together on top. That's it. Money on the Packers. And they're proving me right so far.
I don't know. I don't listen. The Packers every single year.
But you know what? I think it's going to be a little different this year. If the Packers get to the Super Bowl, the only way I'm not putting on a Green Bay shirt and rooting hard with a cheese head on my head is if the Patriots are in it for some reason.
I mean, I'm still going to root for Tom Brady if the Bucs make it. Well, the Bucs are going to make it, but if the Bucs slide in, which, by the way, the Bucs this weekend lost to the Saints.
Also lost me money.
Bucs -4. This is why betting sucks. This is why sports gambling sucks.
Remember your hockey slide? Was this 2 years ago?
Oh,
when you just like bet on hockey for like 3 weeks and you just lost so much money.
Oh my God, dude.
Because you won a crap ton of money and then just went, I'm going to use it all. And you just lost.
Dude, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. And I made a parlay this weekend, just like a screw around parlay, just see like, because it was like $10. If I won, it was like 300 something. And it was like a joke parlay. It was nothing. But one of these surefire games was the Bucs. I think it was -4. I was like, there's no way the Bucs lose to Jameis Winston and the Saints. And then Trevor Siemian the Saints.
Wait, so was Trevor Siemian the reason why that parlay didn't hit?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that'd be great. That would have been even better. You ruined the story.
And then
that would have made it better.
And then Tom, 1:41, right? I think that was the time. It was something around that. 1:41. Looked at my buddy. I was like, they gave Tom too much time. And then he lasers a pick to somebody standing still.
Mm-hmm.
Lasers a pick in there.
Mm-hmm. Needed Bill.
Mm-hmm. Needed Bill Belichick. Need a little Josh McDaniels magic.
Need a little Mac Jones magic. A little pinpoint accuracy.
All right. We'll talk about OBJ real quick, and then we'll slide over into the Patriots Chargers. Then we'll talk about Celtics. Then we could, if we have time, talk about the Red Sox.
You're stretching my time here.
I know. Hey, listen, we have a slate of things to talk about. All right. So OBJ, Odell Beckham Jr. A lot of issues going on down there in Cleveland. Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Browns. Baker Mayfield. Odell Beckham Sr. He's putting out videos saying Baker hates my son. Look at how open he is. And, you know, when your dad's doing that, I would be like, hey, Dad, stop. Shut up. Stop talking.
It's like Brady Sr. Like, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
And yeah, when Brady Sr. talks, you're like, okay, dude, relax. Stop, please. You're not the star here. But I got a lot of notifications going on my phone over here. It's distracting me. But Odell Beckham Jr. now excused for the second day in a row from practice, Jared.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like he's going to be placed on waivers. And if he makes it all the way through waivers, then he can basically double dip and take his money from the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
And then get a little bit of a new deal, which if he's already getting his money from the Browns, he's probably not going to care too much about that deal with the second team, which bring in Bill Belichick. The Patriots, they need a guy who can stretch the field.
I think Mac Jones likes Odell Beckham. He'll throw to OBJ.
I would think he would love him.
I think he would throw to OBJ. And OBJ is someone that we've talked about a very long time. He'd be a great target. Even when Brady was still here, we're like, go get OBJ. When he got sent to Cleveland, we're like, wait, go get OBJ. Like, why not? Dude still got something in the tank. He's been put in, with pun absolutely not intended. He was put in the doghouse in Cleveland. And it's a good pun. Oh. He was put in the doghouse, not the dog pound. And this dude is healthy. He's ready to play. I still think he's got enough talent to survive in the league. And it's not like the Patriots are going to come in here and say, you're our bona fide number one. We're only going to throw the ball to you like 20 times. Like, he doesn't need to be that in his offense. You still have two really good tight ends who are coming along. Jacoby Myers, Aguilar. Imagine having OBJ, Aguilar, and then like Kendrick Bourne and Jacoby Myers for the slot.
If you add OBJ to this offense,
plus two tight ends who are really, really good.
If you add OBJ to this offense, this is suddenly a team where I'm like, this team can contend. Because honestly, the Bills have looked good, but the Bills haven't looked incredible like we thought they were going to.
And I was actually talking to the Couch Guy Sports resident Buffalo Bills fan the other day, Zach Jazzieri. Yeah, good old Zach. And he said to me, he literally said, like, the Patriots aren't as far away as people think. And you haven't played the Bills yet, people, either. You play the Bills twice in the span of 3 weeks when you do start to play the Bills. But I'm very happy you play the Bills later on because you've had time to figure this out.
And this offense is coming together.
Yeah, and by the time, and you still have like 4 more weeks till you play the Bills, right? So by the time you get to a Bills game, you could, in the way the schedule is panning out, you could be 7-5, 7-4. By the time you get to a Bills game,
and we can
really
transfer.
matter.
we can transfer this over now to the Patriots, because what did we say last week after the Patriots stomped out the Jets? We said that our opinion on this game is placed on hold because we have to see how they perform against the Chargers before we say anything. And they beat the Chargers, who all of a sudden, by the way, people are like, well, the Chargers are good. They're not great. Well, if you talked to me a week before,
they were going to win Super Bowl.
The Chargers were one of the best teams in football. So don't give me that. The Patriots just beat a really good football team.
They're turning course because they don't want to win. The Patriots have figured it out. Look, the Jets game now looks really good.
Hey, wait.
Good team.
Can I say something real quick?
No.
Jared?
What?
It is football season, right?
It is football season.
Guys, it's football season, baby. You know what that means. It means we're going for two here with the sponsors of today's show, Manscaped. That's how you slide that in.
There you go.
Blitzing through hairs has never been easier, and it's time you join the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by using promo code CouchGuy20 at manscaped.com for 20% off with free shipping. It's 3 out the window with all other trimmers. Now go tame that Wildcat offense. The world is starting to open, and the Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped is here to help you get ready. Inside, you'll find their brand new Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver, Ball Deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, plus 2 free gifts, Performance Boxer Briefs, and Shed Travel Bag. The Performance Package 4.0 from Manscaped is the perfect package for your package and a key for a great grooming and hygiene routine to make sure the boys downstairs are smooth like Tom Brady in the fourth quarter, minus this weekend. The brand new Lawnmower 4.0 is here to take your defense, we're talking D, to the next level. This 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents. Thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology, the Lawnmower 4.0 has a 7,000 RPM motor, a new multi-function on and off switch that can engage a travel lock and gives you ability to turn the 4,000 LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. Did I mention that this trimmer is waterproof too? Rain, snow, sleet are no match for the waterproof power of the 4.0. There's no 15-yard penalty for this clipping. The package also comes with the Weed Whacker. This elite nose and ear hair trimmer is also waterproof and uses a 9,000 RPM motor, 360-degree rotary dual blade system. This trimmer also has proprietary skin-safe technology, which helps prevent nicks, snags, and tugs in those delicate holes. After trimming your footballs, show them some love with the Manscaped's liquid formulations, the Crop Preserver, Ball Deodorant, and Crop Reviver. Ball Toner, are here to take your balls game to the next level. We have an exclusive offer for our audience, guys, the Couch Guy Sports Podcast audience. Get 20% off with free shipping using the code CouchGuy20 at manscaped.com. Manscaped also threw in 2 free gifts to their Performance Package 4.0. The Manscaped Boxers and Shed Travel Bag. Get 20% off with free shipping using the code CouchGuy20 at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com using promo code Listen Up, CouchGuy20. Stiff arm your pubes out of the playoffs this year with Manscaped.
Jack Eichel is no longer Buffalo Sabre.
Jack Eichel, now in Las Vegas. Dude, just a lot of Las Vegas on this show.
Just don't be Henry Ruggs.
It's a lot of Las Vegas. So anyway, Patriots, Chargers, Jets, Odell Beckham Jr. The Patriots beating the Chargers, by the way, the only reason why I did not lose a ton of money in Vegas gambling, because that was my biggest bet of the weekend.
Yep.
Boom. Hit. Money line.
Did you do money line or the spread?
I did money line.
Oh, see, because I just did the spread.
I hit money line, which was plus 175 when I put the bet in.
How much did you put down?
That's disclosed information, but enough that it made me very upset
if they lost. Got it. That makes sense. All right. I mean, I think it was for anybody in the New England area who pays attention, I think it was a very safe bet to put on the money line. I think a lot of people assumed they'd win this game.
A lot of people around here assume they would win.
Well, yeah, no, because again, everyone looked at the Chargers and went, "Oh, they're so good, no one can beat them." But Patriots just beat them.
Mac Jones is looking good. Mac Jones, I believe I saw Pro Football Focus has him rated as the #1 quarterback according to their rankings since week 5.
Yeah, and it's people calling out those rankings like, no, the rankings are meant not to say, hey, they've been the best looking quarterback. It's like decisions, reads, like pace of play, like all the stuff that actually matters at the quarterback position. But like you look at the schedule,
you don't think that Mac Jones is going to be one of the studs of this league at this point, you're
for a
not
very long time.
paying attention.
Was it Keyshawn Johnson Keyshawn Johnson literally said, I forget what show it was. He's an idiot either way. Literally said yesterday, well, Mac Jones, and not even today, Mac Jones wouldn't be doing this great if he wasn't in New England. It's the system. We're still playing this game with the system crap. You know how many years people said if Tom Brady's a system quarterback too? And look what happened.
Wins the Super Bowl immediately.
He's even better in Tampa. Like, the system held Brady back. You could even make that argument with Brady. Mac Jones is not a system quarterback. He did it in Alabama. He threw the ball down the field in Bama. He's starting to do it now. Mac Jones is the real deal. For all you Patriot idiots who think you don't want the Patriots to have success, sorry, they got their guy pretty quickly, and they're going to be good again for a very long time. Not saying they're going to.
They got their guy at 15.
Yeah, all those other teams that like the Trey Lance pick at 2 or 3. Sorry, idiots.
Even Joe Montana.
I believe
it was today.
Yeah, said that Trey Lance should have not been taken, and Mac Jones should have.
Yeah.
Mac Jones was the most NFL-ready quarterback I even think above Trevor Lawrence in this draft, but no one wanted to take him because they just thought, well, he's too slow. He's not this. He had the Bama offense. It's not really real. Okay, but he's smart and actually knows the Patriots offense.
That's the thing. He's a smart dude. And I believe Matt Rule from Carolina, the coach there, he said that they were like, when they were scouting and everything, they threw like a bunch of different things at the quarterbacks, and Mac Jones picked it up immediately.
Yep.
Mac Jones is smart. He's talented. He's accurate as shit. Mm-hmm. Most accurate passer in college football history, by the way. This is year 1.
That includes your precious Trevor Lawrence, people.
Right. This is year 1.
People are comparing him to like Andrew Luck and like those numbers that he put up early. It's like, Andrew Luck, I'll take. Like, if Andrew Luck didn't get hurt or like mentally, obviously was ready to play football again, like Andrew Luck was going to be a top quarterback in this league, and he was for a while.
If the Colts drafted an offensive line for him at that time.
If Mac Jones turns out to be Andrew Luck, great. You win at least 1 Super Bowl with the guy, maybe 2.
Yeah.
Like, hands down, okay with that. Even this year, they're 4-4 now. You beat the crap out of the Jets. Great. You backed it up by beating the Chargers, essentially 27-17, because that last touchdown was crap. And then now you have four games in a row here. Panthers, Browns, who's the other one I'm missing in my head? It's something, and then the Titans, who don't have Derrick Henry now. Like, you could very well be 7-4 after the next 4
You could
weeks.
win the next 4.
And then what? Now we're talking about playoffs. We're talking about being a legit dark horse. Like, this team has a very much, especially if they end up 7-4, it feels like the 08 Giants. And I hate that stupid year. But you know that 08 Giants team, no one counted them in. They went hot. They got in the playoffs, and look what they did.
And not only that, but here's another thing about this Chargers game too that is interesting. We go back to the Patriots losing basically by a field goal or by a missed field goal to the Bucs. The Patriots barely lost to the Dallas Cowboys in one of the most exciting games of the year.
The Miami Dolphins lost week 1.
Miami Dolphins lost week 1.
You are literally the Dolphins' only win.
Right. Now that we're at this point in the season, and now that we're seeing what we're seeing, and now that they beat the Chargers, you can look back at those 2 games that you almost won against 2 of the best teams in football. Yep. You can go, okay, well, maybe those weren't flukes.
They weren't flukes.
This is a good football team.
And even if you just give them the Dolphins win, that puts you at, what, you're 4-4, that puts you at 5-3.
And here's the thing, too, which is incredible. This was one of Mac Jones' worst games.
Yeah, it wasn't a good game for him. Like, he was fine. Like, he was good enough. But it wasn't like the other games, those close games. He outslung Tampa, right? And Tom Brady, when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers came to town, he slung it in the Cowboys game. Like, this was one of his worst games, and it wasn't even that bad either. But like, no. It wasn't his best game, and they still came out. Defense was good. Running game was great, right? Questionable decisions on short plays, but like other than that, like again, I want Josh McDaniels out, but like the Patriots, man, they're getting better and better every week. The receivers are starting to figure this out. The tight ends are starting to get involved, which is what we've been asking for the first 4 weeks, 5 weeks before they finally did it. And you put OBJ on top of all that, like it's a no-brainer. I think if he clears waivers for both parties, I think it's a no-brainer.
And last, before we wrap up Patriots, because we only have a few minutes left, and I want to hear your thoughts because you're a big basketball guy. Matt Judon is just a beast. He is just a beast of a human being.
Great signing, Matt.
One of my favorite signings the Patriots have ever made in my lifetime.
Him and Barmore, because Barmore I feel like has been like the steal.
Barmore, he's this rookie
steal of the draft. Yeah, they traded up to get this kid, and man, has that worked wonders for them. Sorry, had to bring his name up.
Okay, so we got 2 minutes left here. I want to hear your thoughts on the Celtics start of the season so far, because for me, they're not great, but you're the big basketball guy, so I want to hear you.
Yeah. Last night too, because they blew out the Magic last night.
Blew them out.
Yeah, they blew them out. The Chicago Bulls lost though, like wowzers. You had like a 20-point lead to one of the better teams in the league, guys. Like the Chicago Bulls are good this year. They went all in after getting Vooch last year. They brought in Lonzo Ball. They brought in what's his stupid face, the bald dude from LA. Why am I blanking on his name? I remember it. But anyway, they're kind of in. So they're a good team, and you were beating the snot out of them, and then you let that collapse happen. The problems that we've talked about, Nick, the last couple of years of the balls and the grit not being there, and the competitive spirit, and all that stuff, and the lack of leadership, nothing's changed. You got rid of Danny Ainge.
I thought Brad Stevens was the problem there.
You got them a new coach because apparently Brad Stevens was the problem. And I mean, I'll give Ime some slack. He's never coached the head coaching position, but he's been in the league long enough to know nothing's changed. It's the same team. And I'm pretty convinced at this point the common denominator here is Marcus Smart. And
which is tough for you because you've been a Marcus Smart guy.
Day one, since they drafted him, I've been defending the guy because on paper, right, he's not the best player in the world, but defensively, and he did the other night too, like the diving on the play, like he's great for a title contender that has their head on straight. But this team does not have their head on straight. And if you want to build around Tatum and Brown, which I still think you should do, I have people out there calling out Tatum and wanting to trade Tatum and being no. Tatum's one of the top 10 players in the league. Someone's like, well, he's mellow. He won't win. No, you want mellow. You just got to put a better supporting cast around Carmelo Anthony to win. Marcus Smart is not right for this team anymore. I just don't think he is. I love Marcus Smart as a player. I will support him wherever he ends up going, unless it's the Knicks, then I won't support him, or the Lakers. But I just don't think right now, like the comments he made, you don't do that. You don't make those comments. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are the future of your team. They're the now of your team. They're your pillars. And you're going to say, I think they need to pass more. Well, with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Jason Tatum drove two, kicked it out to Marcus Smart. He passed within 2 minutes to go, and Marcus Smart misses a wide open three. Why can't we trade Marcus Smart, trade other pieces? Why can't we put Damian Lillard there for shooting up for a three, or someone like that? Or what, even better, get a real point guard who can actually distribute the ball, who wants to be here. Damian Lillard, Bradley Beal, whoever you want to throw out there, even freaking Rubio, I would take with this group, and actually get the guys some open shots. Because right now, Marcus Smart's call out was they're taking shots that they shouldn't have to take because everyone knows we're going to them. Well, yeah, they're going to them because they have no other option, because there's no playmaker on these teams. Like, I don't trust Dennis Schroeder to be your point guard, and you're not trusting Romeo Langford right now. They're not even playing. They're barely paying Peyton Pritchard. Neesmith hasn't played in like 4 games, and no one knows why. So, like, this team's in shambles, and I really do believe at this point, we've seen it over the last couple of years, Nick, Marcus Smart's the denominator.
I think it's obvious at this point they need to make a giant shakeup.
Yeah, but they can't, unfortunately. So this is where Ime comes in. They can't trade Marcus Smart till January because of the new contract he just signed. And the way that contract stuff works basically is if you sign a new contract, you can't sign him for X amount of months after he signs it. So no trade with Marcus Smart involved can happen until January. So between now and then, this is on Ime. He's got to get the group together. He's got to figure it out and say, I don't care if you like each other or not, but nothing can really be changed until January.
I'm just frustrated because I was told that Brad Stevens was the problem,
but clearly he wasn't. And I think part of this is, I think Jason Tatum didn't want to play for Brad Stevens. I think he wanted a new coach, and that's what led this. And Jaylen Brown's okay with it because it's a black coach, and that's what he's fighting for. And at the end of the day, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, they've looked fine. Tatum's been like on a bit of a cold streak shooting wise. Jaylen Brown looks like the superstar that he is going to be. He's had a great start to the season. I don't know how many games that you've actually watched, Nick, but like Jaylen Brown, wolf.
Well, baseball just ended, so I can now transition.
Jaylen Brown, your guy. My God. He's my guy. Can't miss. This guy. No one trades Jaylen Brown. I'd almost trade Jason Tatum before he trade Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown,
like,
hot take, Jaylen Brown is my untouchable on this team.
Yeah, I would trade Tatum before Brown now. The uptick he's taken, the consistency he's taken, he's doing what everyone expected Tatum to do. Now, do I want to trade Tatum? No. But if it was one or the other, if you really wanted to not build around both of them, you trade Jason Tatum. One, he probably has more value in people's eyes around the league, which is crazy, but he does. He went to the Olympics. He has the scoring ability. It's like trading Carmelo Anthony, right?
This Celtics team is soft.
They're not good and they're soft. I mean, they're good. They have the ability, but they're soft.
They're
and
soft.
The head coach needs to change things. And I hate to say that trading Marcus Smart, the guy who's not soft on your team, might actually do something for you, because I think at this point, the leadership stuff and him calling out players, it's not his spot to do it. He shouldn't be doing it. What he said about the guys was bullshit. And it's something that should never have happened. So yeah, the Celtics are going in the wrong direction. 100%. I don't even care about the blowout win against the freaking Magic. Like, they're going in the wrong direction, and Marcus Smart's the problem. And that's sad for me to say. He's been my binky for a very long time.
You've been his guy since we were on ESPN radio.
But yeah, RIP ESPN New Hampshire. He needs to go. I need to go. We need to wrap this up.
Couch Guys Sports Podcast, episode number 231 of the books, guys. Next week, we are going to talk about the Red Sox offseason. We're going to get into full depth about that, because now there's some talk that the Red Sox could be in on a shortstop and two big names in the shortstop market this year. And the Red Sox apparently are going to be spending some money with bullpen as a focus, but they're going to be spending some money.
Just the Red Sox next week.
Two big names, Carlos Correa, Trevor Story.
Mm-hmm.
Could be an interesting offseason for the Red Sox. A little bit more interesting than I anticipated, than I thought was going to happen. Nick Quaglia, Jared Scali, guys, episode number 232 in the books. Guys, go rate and subscribe on iTunes and check out the show. We might be doing something different this week with the clips of the show on YouTube. We might just split them up, but who knows? We'll see. We will talk to you guys next week. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. And also, by the way, go check out the Twitter. Go follow the Twitter, please, because, again, we had to reset the whole thing because I got it suspended originally. I got the first one suspended. We're on a new one at CGS Boston Pod. Guys, we're going to talk to you next week. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening.
Oh, wait, shit.